Welcome back to the Cox Sports Report. The college basketball season is already underway, and one of the premier programs in the nation resides here in Virginia. The Virginia Wesleyan Marlins under Coach Dave Macedo have gone 316-100 in 15 seasons under Coach Macedo, who joins us here on the program. Coach, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here on the program, and you just got a recent honor being named to the Wilkes College Hall of Fame, your alma mater. You will be inducted in February of 2015. I imagine that was a special moment when you got the call to the Hall.
Well, my college coach called me, and he's a very special person in my life, and he shared the news with me, and it was just overwhelming and just very gracious, and it has a lot to do with his program and what he's done for us all, and just very thankful to be part of it.
What drew you to Virginia Wesleyan? Of course, you're from the northeast portion of the country about 15 years ago. What brought you here to Hampton Roads?
Well, my last year at coaching at Wilkes University, we were able to have a successful year and go to the Final Four, and that led us to Virginia, where we played at Salem in the Final Four, and I was able to meet Coach Terry Butterfield, and Coach Rick Road had a relationship with him, and he was looking for an assistant coach. And it kind of just worked out that way. Came down, I interviewed after our season was over, and was fortunate to get hired. And then when Coach left, I was fortunate to kind of be given the opportunity to lead the program, and it's been wonderful.
And of course, your tenure highlighted by the national championship back in 2006. What did it take to get there? What were some of the keys that got you to that mountaintop?
Well, it took the right players. The right staff, and it was just a process. Like anything, it just takes time. We knew it was going to be hard, and we didn't expect to get there so soon. I thought we had a lot of good fortune, and obviously in the NCAA tournament, I think we had 3 game-winning shots, so that allowed us to obviously advance. But the right kind of players, the buy-in from everyone, the think team attitude that everyone had, and then certainly having the National Player of the Year and MVP of the NCAA tournament didn't hurt. But we had the right chemistry, and we had the guys that I thought all played their roles, and it was a lot of fun to be part of.
And now your program is annually ranked in the top 25, it seems. You do have to replace an All-American from last season's squad and DJ Woodmore. Fair to say that's the biggest question mark going into this season?
I think so. I think, we've been very fortunate to graduate some really talented senior classes, some great student athletes. DJ stands being right at the top of that list, and he's over in Germany playing professional basketball. 20 points per game, almost 2,000 for his career, but a lot of wins, and just the right kind of young man that we want to attract to our program. So I don't know if any one guy is going to do it, but we're going to have a collective effort, and we got some guys that are, very talented that hopefully we can put in the right positions.
Share with the audience for us, if you could, some of the key players you're counting on for this season.
Well, it starts with our seniors. It starts with Cameron Owens, one of our senior captains at our 4 position. Just a very talented, stretch 4-man that I think is going to have a big year for us. Already on his way. Greg Montgomery, a returning wing, very athletic, probably one of the most athletic in the country, and just got off to a real good start for us. But does all the little things and certainly can take over a game at times. And then I think we have some other seniors. Brevin Lyons off the bench, point guard, real explosive, good spark. Nigel Jenkins, a big 6'8" kid, to go along with him. And down the line, I think there's just so many. But then some of the returners, Corey Moore was the freshman of the year for us in our league. He's got a chance to be pretty special. We got a new transfer, Timmy Jones, at the point. He's been pretty explosive thus far. Nick Doyle, another transfer coming in from Delaware State. So I think a combination of a lot of guys, a lot of new pieces. Kalen Poe, an athletic jumping bean from Kickingham High School, is really coming into his own. And then the depth. I think we're right around 9, 10, 11 deep at times.
We hear the names like Poe from Kickingham, Lyons from Warwick, Montgomery from Princess Anne, so many from this Tidewater area. When you got here, was that the emphasis in recruiting, which is always crucial to having a program maintain that success, getting those players from Tidewater, or did it become that over time?
Well, I think it was an emphasis right from day one. We had always recruited out of state, and we were successful at times, but we wanted to, dive into this talent-rich area. We wanted to develop relationships with the high school coaches in the Hampton Roads area, and I think we've done that, and we've made good strides, and it's something we take a lot of pride in. There's good basketball here. There's a ton of athleticism, and it kind of fits what we do, and we really recruit I want to say, length, speed, quickness, and that's who we are.
And lastly, we'll get you on this, and we thank you so much for stopping by. The ODAC, you guys play in that conference, widely regarded as one of the best in the country. Where do you guys fit in the ODAC this year?
Well, it's brutal. I mean, day in and day out, it's a dogfight. I think you just got to keep getting better. Good things will happen if you keep playing your best basketball heading into the conference play. But when you go on the road, you have to bring your A game. You have to make shots and certainly be able to stop the other teams in the half court when we need to. I'd like to think, when it's all said and done, we'll have a chance to be there in the end. We've been doing that pretty well, and it's just going to take our guys coming together throughout the season and just steadily making that climb uphill. And guys like a senior that we got in, like a Brandon Mitchell, somebody who's really coming into his own, and some new guys filling roles. Hopefully, we can do that.
Well, once again, thank you so much for stopping by. We look forward to watching you guys on the hardwood this year.
Thanks a lot, Matt.
That is the head coach of the Virginia Wesleyan Marlins, Dave Macedo. And again, Cox Sports will have you covered with Virginia Wesleyan basketball all year long. When we return, we'll have more highlights and scores right here on Sports Report.